All right, folks, this is round three. I'm just going to go. I'm trying to make sure it stays short and not have to keep rambling on because I tend to do that apparently. But I told you guys I'd show you my strategy for how I invest in markets, crypto, pretty much anything. But first, I got to show you some prior information. I'm a reasons guy, so I need to know the reason for everything before well, I don't need it beforehand, but I might find out the hard way what the reason is. See, here I go rambling again. Either way, reasons guy. So I figure the more information's out there, the more people can make the best educated decisions that they can make. They talk about inflation. Now, I told you guys, inflation, you're pretty much playing this game whether you like to or not. And this is the reason why. This is how. They want 2% inflation per year, right? So we're going to use my grandmom as a prop here. Sorry, grandma. Just for lack of a better word. Either way, my grandmom's 86. We're gonna say she's 84 for easy math. But inflation shows up as every 14 years, the value of your money drops by half. So if we're looking at bread, my grandma's 1 years old. Bread costs 5 cents. By the time she's 14, bread costs 10 cents. By the time she's 28, bread costs 20 cents, and so on. We're gonna go down the line here. Now she's 84 years old and bread costs $3.20. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but this is where inflation is showing up, and modern everyday stuff. It also shows up in things like a house, right? Say she inherits a house and she's 1 years old. Now the house costs $12,000. By the time she's 14, house goes to 24. By the time she's 28, it goes to 48. You see, on and on and on down the line here. This is inflation showing up. It's all the same house. Nothing's changed about the house. It's the value of your money getting lower and lower and lower. All right. So I said she has to, if she inherited this house, she might be in a bit of trouble because if her money doesn't increase with the value of her house year after year, meaning if she's working a job and they're not giving her a raise to compete with inflation, then the house is going to outstrip her ability to pay for it. You get paid, you got to pay taxes on all this stuff, folks. Like, it's the same house, but this number here says you got to come up with more time, more value measured in dollars, and the dollars are getting cheaper and cheaper as time goes on. So if you can't keep up with this tax bill here, that house is gone. It's not yours. It was never really yours to begin with because you owe that money to Uncle Sam. All right. So we're going to show that in Bitcoin. So now we're in 20, this is the 10-year time frame, folks. So in Bitcoin's value, inflation showing up as it was in 2015, it's 245 bucks. 2019, it goes to 3,000. And this is measuring from the low. When you're hearing on the news Bitcoin's crashed or dropped down, or oh my gosh, should be scared, then this is the number that I'm going off of here. So again, now we're at 3,718 bucks. In 2020, 4,385 bucks. In 2022, we're going down to we're up to 18,300, and so on and so on. Bitcoin is usually floating, we're in 2025, so it's floating around $100,000 right now. So this number is off, but all these numbers are off. This is just for, an example. Now, we're going to run that backwards now. So if you wanted to buy that same house, this one here, down here, right? It's the same house, of course, but you want to buy it at that price there, which is today's value of it. You would actually need if in this year 2015, you would have needed 3,134 Bitcoin to buy that. In 2019, you would have needed 206 Bitcoin to buy that. In 2020, you would have needed 706 Bitcoin. Now, if you're measuring your savings and what it costs to buy things in this number here, this side is deflation. So in 2022, you would have needed 41.95 Bitcoin to buy that house. In 2024, you would have needed 18 Bitcoin to buy that house. And in 2025, you would have needed 8.5 Bitcoin to buy that house, right? So that gives you an eye as to where the money's going, what it looks like, and, gives you a idea of how to actually invest, right? So over time, prices seem to just keep going up and up and up for everything that really matters, except electronics, going up this way. So that PlayStation that you got for Christmas, it's going to be worth half in a couple of years. You know what I mean? So you can wait on it. delayed gratifications, what that's called. So now we're going over here, and this is my strategy. This is how I invest here. So I got money that, I'm not spending on coffee, money that I'm not spending on, video games or what have you, money that I'm not spending, uh, down to the casinos gambling. So I buy, 50 bucks gets me one share. Over here, 50 bucks gets me 0.75 shares. Over here, 50 bucks gets me 1.25. And then, oh my gosh, it's up here and the freaking price drops all the way down here, right? So now my 50 bucks can get me two shares, but down here is where I have the money that I can't lose. I can't, this is my bill money. This is my, oh my crap, my car broke down money. This is, my PSC&G, whatever. Down here is where I'm hoping that the price gets to. Because when the news and everybody's telling you, oh my gosh, it's so scary, and you've been watching the prices and you know where it's undervalued, then you can put your important money here. I put my important money here. I'm not saying what you should do. I'm just saying this is how I invest. And then price carries on, carries on, carries on. And so you end up with multiples of what you actually put in because the majority of your money was down here. And then you continue this process here. This is called dollar cost averaging. It's where you buy no matter where the price is, doesn't matter. You're not even looking. This is what happens when you have a 401k. You don't even know that your money's being put to there. And so it's not as scary when the news tell you that the prices drop. You're not paying attention. That's why crypto is so scary, because you're paying attention and prices drop. Differences with Bitcoin, crypto, and regular stocks and assets. If you wanted to buy a share of Tesla, or say what, there's shares that are out there that cost like $10,000. That's regular business shares. If you wanted to buy that, you would have to have that full $10,000 up front. Robinhood came out and cryptocurrencies came out, and now you can get pieces of a share. You can get 0.75 or 1.25 depending on where the price is at. That's a game changer when it comes to people investing their own money. You don't need all of it up front, but you still get the price drops and appreciation at the same time. It's amazing. Either way, so this is how I invest. I put my money, the important stuff, down here, and I wait. An extra money that I have. Um, Also, you don't know when this price drop is coming. The scary part. So it can be going on for years like this, for years, and then one day a price drop comes down. And so that's why you have to have patience when it comes to this sort of thing. And the video is getting a bit too long, which is why I ended the other ones to begin with. But I hope you guys understand that's my strategy for investing. I ran the numbers on ChatGPT because I didn't know how to do the math on it. But for investing like that, if I had put in 1,000, because that's what all those investments would end up being, $1,050. And the price went from $2 up to $50. If you guys been watching crypto, that's not even a crazy thing to say. You would have had like a 9,000% increase, 9,900% increase in the value of your money. What are you doing for your money? You have to go work a job. You have to do physical things. You got to be somewhere, places you don't want to be. And all that stuff means time is money, and you don't want to waste it. So, yeah, that's it, folks. I'm going to let you go. Hopefully you understand. Let me know down in the comments if that was clear. And yeah, we're getting a bit long in the tooth here. So bye.